Hello friends and followers. Well, here's the Tesla wall charger all installed. And the light being constant green means the charger is ready for charging and all is well. So I did install this thing directly onto the circuit breaker panel. And I did make a mistake with the door, so you can see where I didn't make this charger low enough and I had to hack the door with a grinder. I did order a whole new panel for this box, which I will put on when I move out of this house. Anyway, open the door now and it will clear and you have access to the breaker. So the breaker for that is now here. The power comes into this box down here. So really, I would have liked to put that breaker down here where the furnace breaker is, 60 amp for the furnace, but I didn't. I don't like moving these around just because I could break something and the wires are pretty stiff. So I just simply move this breaker up one notch, which I think is for the dryer, and then put this one, yeah, that one's for the dryer. So that went up a notch, and then the breaker for the Tesla wall charger went down here. So the normal sequence for the wall charger when you first turn it on, and let's turn it off now. Someone turn it off. And that turns off the charger. When this thing first comes on, it will blink for about 15 minutes and it's broadcasting the SSID. So you can provision it. So let's turn it back on like this. And here's the startup sequence for it. It'll flash all the LEDs in a row indicating what breaker size it is provisioned with. So I thought, there it goes, yeah. So it's saying it has a 60 amp breaker. If you see less LEDs in a row, like maybe only 3 of them or 2 of them, that means it's configured for a smaller breaker. So it's provisioned now for a large 60 amp breaker, which is what we have in here. There's the 60 amp breaker. Anyway, that's it. It'll pulse like this for 15 minutes or so, and then go back to solid green. So that's really all I gotta say about this. But if you have one of these and you're learning how to, what's normal for it. So again, I'll go through the startup sequence. When this thing is first turned on, this is what it does. So we'll turn it on here. And I'll describe it once again. The LEDs will all light up, indicating what it thinks it's provisioned as far as your breaker size. All these LEDs here mean it has a 60 amp breaker. If you saw one here, it might mean, I don't know, 40 or something, or 30 or 20, I don't know, but all those mean 60 amp breaker. And now it's simply gonna pulse like that for about 15 minutes and you're all set. So that's about all there is to know about that. This is a Champion box or something. What's this thing called? This is a made by Square D, I think. This thing had like a name on it somewhere. Here it is. So that's what kind of load center I have here. The breakers for this thing pop in and out. And this thing had enough room to put the Tesla charger at the bottom. So that's the story here. And if this thing is solid green and you want to get Wi-Fi access to it, they say all you do is you press this button for 5, 10, 15 seconds, hold this button down and let it go, and you'll get the light to pulse here once again, okay? Or shut the breaker off and on. That's it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.